point. Roger Dow is the president and CEO of the US Travel Association. Roger, it's always good to speak to you. Shame it's on these sort of times. But listen, I guess the political reality, the realpolitik in us all says we know why the politicians are putting in place the bans. They simply don't, they need to buy themselves time while they work out just how horrible this is.
We agree. We've been in touch with the White House, as you can imagine, over the weekend, and I'm encouraged by the president's comments that he doesn't expect these bans to go further, which is very important. And we urge them to revisit this as quickly as possible with the data and with the science.
Even if they revisit, the fact that the ban has come back in again is a return to geographical, if you like, determination, as opposed to individual and based on vaccination and testing. I worry that it's going to be very difficult to turn back this tide.
Yeah, we really are pushing for everyone to get vaccinated. It is so important. That said, everyone coming into the U.S. has to be vaccinated and has to have a negative COVID test. So I think that speaks for itself. And we've really got to watch this. And another thing, Richard, is South Africa represents less than 1% of our international travel. Not every visitor is important, but economically, we've just started the recovery, just started bringing jobs back on November the 8th, and it would be a shame to turn this the other way around.
Roger, how worried or concerned were you that 61 passengers, on those two flights out of South Africa from Cape Town and Johannesburg, the KLM flights up to Schiphol, 10% of the flight proved to be positive?
Well, it's always concerning when anyone comes in positive. That's why we're very supportive of the administration's direction that you must be fully vaccinated and you must be tested negative before you arrive.
But Roger, the requirement of testing, you could almost show your bus ticket when you check in on some of these flights. I mean, it is a piece of paper that nobody checks really up on. It can be copied, it can be forged, it can be fabricated. It is not that there is no robustness to that testing.
Well, the one good thing, and you and I both know this, Richard, is air travel is so safe. We've had over 400 million people fly in the United States with virtually no COVID that we know of. The air gets changed every 2 minutes. It's one of the you're much safer being on a plane than you are in the grocery store, to be quite frank.
As this moves forward, and I hear you saying, no more travel bans, or at least restrict them as much as possible. But it seems the industry just about catches a breath and then something else knocks it down.
No question about it. It's been a one step forward, two steps backwards. November 8th's announcement was a giant step forward. The bookings have soared from UK, EU, around the world. And to go backwards is very dangerous because we have to understand this is just not economics. It's the jobs, but it's the mental health. It's all those things together that we have to look at the whole health of the community in addition to just the vaccinated and those people that might test positively for COVID, but with very little or no symptoms.
Now, I agree that the so-called COVID stocks, if you will, the ones that are highly influenced by it, all the travel stocks were down sharply on Friday. But I'm looking now, small recoveries amongst some of them, which does suggest there's a moment of reflection that sort of people are at least entertaining, probably because of what the president said, that this might not be as grim as we first thought.
Yeah, I applaud the president's comments, and I think we've got to follow the data and the science. Let's look how severe this is. Right now, it is looking not to be that severe. Now, I'm not a doctor, but the bottom line, I think we've got to watch the data and really understand what we're dealing with here.
Roger, it is always good to see you, sir. Thank you for helping us.
Always a pleasure.
Wade our way through this. Thank you.